on the Chuck Stu show.
Once they're going to be high, they want to get more high, and they're going to go ahead and try to get more high with other substances. And I don't see a problem with that.
That people consider to be personal, and now the government will have their hand in it. So now they can, make whatever laws they want. They can have, men marry horses, men marry cats, women marry fucking washing machines. It's like there's no end. Where's the end of this?
I need to live. I have 2 kids, and I don't need any man telling me I make about $1,000 a night. And oh man, I eat and still got an apartment. All right, well, that's pretty good. You
Grabbing ball sacks and talking?
Yes, and selling drugs. That's what I do.
You're a fucking pharmacist. You're a pharmacist.
I prescribe them, bitch.
anything that has anything to do with any problem. I never fucking Mitt Romney. Never worked a day in my life. What's this?
I just want you to boycott all roads that are being worked on. Just don't go on them. Tell John McCain to suck a fucking thumb.
Real news, but...
Fuck NPR. NPR is just a liberal bullshit. Basically a liberal fucking pile of fucking crap.
And that's a fucking 5-knuckle shuffle and a fucking finger sandwich.
Found out this, one time we were there, and I noticed I could hear some slight sound. This is what I was hearing, like this. That's all I was hearing. I was hearing this. And I was like, what's that sound? And Robert's like, oh, it's nothing, man. I don't know. I don't hear anything.
I have tried to, and Snoop Dogg was right. You can't make a hoe into a housewife. It's like trying to scream at a butterfly and tell it to be an elephant. At age of 18, because I don't believe that has addictive properties in it, but you can, depending on your personality, you can get addicted to it.
Well, that's great to hear.
There's a sign of the covenant that he was not going to ever do that again. It was a covenant for mankind, and I think this fucking bullshit. Where?
You support the use of hard drugs, things like bath salts, methamphetamines, cocaine. You support that?
I believe everything is good in moderation.
This is Johnson from Cake on 9 on your side. We have a giant disturbance in the radio here. It's the Chuck Stu show.
Everybody does it, though.
That bitch probably smokes dick on the weekends.
Well, I want him to look at me, damn it. Not looking at them.
That's good.
Fucking Dr. Pearls has got a goddamn cube inside of a fucking triangle on his shirt. But I'm not going to be biased against that because I respect the fact that his skin color is white.
I have my license for this, but shit. Fucking steal all the medications from his drawer and take them yourself. And fucking just let him die. I don't care. Honestly, I don't give a fuck.
And you say instead of a 6-inch, you say, girl, I want a dick. And then if you want a 12-inch, you say, girl, I want a bigger dick. Dr. Pearls' pressure tank. And you go on there, you pay $2,000, you can see him, you blowtorch on children's eyeballs. Fine, sure. But the way of how they're, shooting it, and the way they're saying it, these are the fucking extremists. It's like we're dealing with a new ISIS here. It's just, but they're flaming. So, it's...
Not into that, but I would still smash.
Hey, that came straight from the horse's mouth, and you're about to hear the horse's ass.
It's the copay.
Copay!
You're Mr. Pearls, we went ahead and remove that penis out of your ass today. It's going to be costing about $1,000. Oh, and you have insurance, so the copay is going to be about $50,000. Thank you.
Well, you Nazi fuck! You red fucker!
Hitler! The Fuhrer!
This fucking thing is a Puerto Rican. Did you know that? The fucking director? Dr. Pearls. Okay, so... yeah, because the tone of my voice would make her pussy shake. They're swinging their fucking curved swords, and Aladdin comes in and fucks you.
And he basically kept his job. If it was a chance that my money would have been destroyed and just eliminated, and this fuck would have just run away with all my money, I would have said, hey, yeah, bitch. I would have called him up and say, fuck, boy, take my goddamn money out and give it to me, you piece of shit. What? And I'm a doctor, but I'm fucking in poverty. Believe it or not, I ain't got no money.
Undertaker freak, you've done it again. You've done it again, Ben Carson. Let's think here. He's illogical because he's not atheist. And him an archfiend, the fucking bore caster of YouTube. Undertaker freak, this is Chuck Stu. You think you the it factor? Archfiend? Dude, use the shit factor. Welcome.
We are live. Welcome once again to the only radio station here in Tucson going all over the good red state of Arizona. The only one who's not going to give it to you by, so we're not going to put on gloves and shove our shit up your ass. Chuck Stu Show. And with me, as always, this man is the man. He is a myth. He is a legend. He is ahead of the Doctors Association. Anytime any surgeon or neurosurgeon needs a quick, they don't know what to do in the middle of doing brain surgery, they call this man Dr. Pearls Houston Buck.
Thank you. As you know, I did attend rehab, but I am back because there has been a grievous injustice placed on this country by a certain YouTube commenter. I don't know his name. Chuck will give you more of the details, but we're going to get into that. Plus, we're also going to tackle the very controversial topic of fat shaming tonight, and I think you guys might be surprised to hear what we have to say. But it's going to be a good show, don't you think, Chuck? I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back. Just been going up and down on my boat. No, it's a metaphorical boat. What this man's been talking about, I actually had to pull the doctor out of rehab, and the woman was saying, "Oh no, sir, please, you can't pull him out. He's already been making enough ruckus as it is for the last 5 or 6 days. He's finally starting to calm down." And I said, "Well, Undertaker Freak 1127 was talking shit about creationism on his new video that had all of 10 views." And she was like, "Oh my God, like not this bullshit again." I was like, "I know, it's the same fucking guy." So I saw him in a white gown, and Dr. Pearls kind of just ran to the car. He jumped in to the passenger side, and he said, "Drive me fucking straight to Salty Dog."
Yeah, in fact, I'm still wearing that white gown right now, so, it's kind of drafty in here.
I mean, he's supposed to be in rehab for 30 days. I pulled him out after 7, but look, he's the man that he's been telling all of our guests, the special people, my special people on the web, all 33 of our fans, because we actually got 33 friends on our fans base now for the Chuck Stu Show. Building after 3 months, and hopefully we'll get some more, I don't know. Listen to us, thank you. If you don't, fuck you either way. I had to pull him out of rehab because he's just been saying some things that are just really stupid on his channel. I mean, this dude's been having a channel since about 2011, Archfiend. He came out 2 days before James Rolfe made the Angry Video Game Nerd, so he's been on YouTube for like 7-8 years already. Don't even bother watching his channel. All he talks about nowadays is the Eagles, and it's like a fucking 3 hours long. It's like I had Dr. Jugs, male gynecologist, over here on Sunday, and he said turn this shit off only after like a minute. And he's a huge NFL football fan. Anyway, so they're talking shit about the guy we're trying to vote for. I'm trying to vote you for Bernie Sanders, the other guy we talked about on the last show last week. It's Ben Carson, neuroscientologist and surgeon, and we're saying here that, well, Undertaker Freak, we're going to drop the hammer on him and drop the hammer on his dumbass for saying that it cannot be any other way but the Big Bang Theory. And I guess Dr. Carson was saying, if you throw hurricanes in a junkyard over billions of years, 747 is just going to magically come out of there because explosion happened to just make things, and explosions happen to make amoebas. Amoebas turn to fish turn monkeys to people. So what is your opinion on what he said on his channel?
Well, let me just preface this by saying I am a Christian doctor. Dr. Ben Carson is a Christian doctor. You can call me biased and whatever, I don't give a fuck. But here's the thing, I support Ben Carson for president this year, and that's because I feel like he is the best candidate. Now, I also support Bernie Sanders. I think he is also a great progressive candidate. He is someone that we would do a good job in the White House. So I have no bias. You can't call me biased because I support 2 different candidates of different parties, all right? I just want one of those 2 guys to win. Either way, I'll be happy. Now, listen to me. You Mr. Fuckboy on YouTube.
His name's Cameron.
Cameron, whatever the fuck your name is, you're a little bitch because you are spouting this bullshit about the Big Bang Theory, a theory that has not been fully proven, saying that it is number one, that's how it is. You know, there's no scientific proof that the Big Bang is true. Sure, scientists have theories that that's what happened because they have no other way to explain how the Earth came to be. So they just make up some bullshit about asteroids and shit blowing up, and all of a sudden Earth just popped out of nowhere in its fully formed view, and dinosaurs and people eventually happened. Like, okay, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, to all you? All right, that's fine. Okay, I'll believe that. But then you go on this rant about evolution and how that works. Well, show me the half man, half monkey that exists on the world somewhere, proving that evolution actually happened. How come there's only humans and there's only monkeys? There's no in between. You know, scientists say what Chuck was talking about, that they found the missing link, but where is he? You know, where is he at? I haven't heard of him. So here's the thing, you know, I get it if you don't like him. That's fine. I'm sure he doesn't expect people to like him. He's a black man, a black Christian man, a black Christian Republican of all things. Those things are not supposed to go together. So I'm sure he knows that people don't like him. I'm sure he expects it. And you think that deterred him from running for president? I'm sure he thought about it a million times. Every day I'm sure he thinks about it. But you know what? He's still going for it. And you supporting fucking Hillary Clinton, who nobody thinks is a good idea, except fucking old-ass bitches and fucking loser-ass Democrats that think that fucking Bill Clinton was the best damn thing in the world, which I'm sure he was a great president, but for goddamn sake, it's 2015. Bill Clinton would not survive in this climate now. Bill Clinton was able to work because it was the 90s and people were more tolerant back then. Now everyone's a fuckboy and no one's going to let Hillary do shit. So here's the thing. I get it if you don't like him. That's fine. But don't go spouting off some bullshit that you don't know about. Like you're saying your IQ's fucking 150. Well, it doesn't mean you know Big Bang Theory happened. Well, give me the fucking facts. You talk shit about Ben Carson doesn't look at the facts. Well, you give me the facts, motherfucker. You show me the scientific proof that the Big Bang actually happened and evolution actually happened, and then I'll fucking bow down to you and I'll say, hey, yeah, you know what, you're right. You're right, buddy. I'm voting for Hillary. But you're never going to be able to do that, so fuck you. Well, that's all I have to say.
You know, I just love taking the kids down to Reed Park. They got that great exhibit that every single, pretty much any viable zoo has around the world, where you can go into that exhibit, you pay a couple bucks, and you can watch the chimpanzees morph into human babies. I love that exhibit. So, Mr. Sir, I know you've been around. You actually have some pretty viable, good videos. When PM Rants put out the video talking shit about wrestling and you defended him. No, hold on. You defended wrestling by saying that you told PM Rants all you have to do is watch a Cactus Jack promo from ECW or watch an Undertaker promo from the Ministry of Darkness era, and then you'll know what fucking wrestling is, even though PM Rants, the only thing he's been doing is goat face gaming, which is fucking god-awful. You're not even Game Grumps is Game Grumps. And that Steam Train, give me a fucking break with that bullshit. That is the dumbest. Oh my god, how fucking stupid. Have you seen Steam Train or the new Game Grumps that doesn't have JonTron in it?
No, in my opinion, JonTron made Game Grumps, and the other fuckboys just need to quit without him there.
Yeah, Ninja Sex Party, Nego Raptor. It's kind of like David Spade without Chris Farley. It doesn't fucking work.
Exactly. It's like JonTron was the comedic presence in that group, but then they're trying to do it without him because JonTron got big, and now it's like it's like they're trying to make jokes, but they don't know how. That's really it.
Yeah, I mean, it's only certain people have that charm and have that smart-assness about them, like what me and the doctor here have, because we can be a little bit cunning and a little bit sarcastic. But Goat Face Gaming with PM Rants, that's all the fuck he's doing. And if it's one of those videos where he actually puts in a script, it's about, this is what movie I think was not that good this year. This is what movie I think was good this year. It's like PM Rants and R-Wing Air, and it's kind of like, well, what do you, and comparing that to Game Grumps now, it's like, what do you fucking like? Do you like elephant shit or do you like dog shit? You know, anyways, unnecessary rant about them. Next, okay, so, I mean, thank you for defending wrestling, but all your other 1,000 fucking videos, it's like, 1, you put out too many videos, 2, you're fucking obnoxious, 3, you say, here's a joke, a little too much. So, I mean, just because he says that you throw tornadoes in a junkyard in 747, that's what Ben Carson said, and you think he's a fucking idiot for that, how about you're a fucking idiot for not providing any facts by saying Charles Darwin was not completely correct? It's not truth. It never will be truth. Ever. It is a theory to begin with. So stop chronologically saying it that it is truth. And those fuckers on NPR do that. They do it on the Science Friday. They say, oh, well, this dinosaur's fucking, this one's 1,000,000 years old, and this fucking fossil was 1,000 million years old. Like, it's like, oh yeah, even though carbon basing has already been proven to be ineffective. So why don't you, atheists and scientists, get off your fucking pedestals and just admit your whole life's a sham? We'll be right back.
This is Pearl's Houston Book, Dr. Pearl's Houston Book, and you know what? I'm from the Chuck Stu Show, and I do a lot of work on the Chuck Stu Show. Me and Chuck work very hard to bring you the hard-hitting news, and you know what? I couldn't do it without good old Hornsby's hard cider, and I gotta tell you, man, Hornsby's tastes delicious. It does what it needs to do. It's 5% alcohol, so you don't need to drink a lot of much to, start feeling good, if you know what I mean. So you need to get to your local grocer. Fry's is our grocer here. And buy some Hornsby's, because, Hagen's is closed. It's about to close in a couple days, and they ain't got no alcohol. So we got to go to Fry's, get your Hornsby, and start living your life. So go fuck yourself.
Chuck Stu here, live, coming to you at the hours of the after. Welcome, everybody. You know who it is. I really don't even have to say my name at this point. But so a lot of people are talking about in the news today, or this whole week, that Tank Abbott challenged Ronda Rousey to a fight, but he actually said on his show that he would challenge any woman on the planet, and if they win, they get $100,000, and if he wins, that they have to make him a sandwich and fold up his socks or something like that. It wasn't just directly towards that woman, Ronda Rousey, the women's champion of the world, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Tank Abbott has a new podcast, and I know that Dr. Pearl's Houston Book is going to knock my block off, but I'm promoting his show on the Proving Grounds, which sounds like the dude from Gravedigger opens up and Tank Abbott comes on and spews all the nonsensical jokes and tyranny of men. You're going to love it. I love it. I've already listened to both episodes, so go ahead and check out the Proving Grounds, TankAbbottPodcast.com. Morbidly obese or fat acceptance. However, Tumblr wants to call it, and that's what it is, and that is one of the big topics of the day. If we're not talking about the homosexuality reign and departure, it's not okay to be single anymore. At least it's getting to the point where whites, and which, is understandably so, the whites and straight people are going to be thrown in insane asylums for being straight. I really don't think it's going to get that extreme, but it's America. You never know. Anything could happen at any time. So, fat shaming, fat acceptance, or skinny shaming, whatever it is you want to call it. Chuck Stu is a firm believer on the individual, on the person, the persona that you're trying to push out and show the world. What I'm saying is, for fat acceptance or morbidly obese acceptance, to accept yourself if you are a person who is overweight listening to the Chuck Stu Show, I just want you to know that both me and the doctor do not agree to this. I don't agree to that the new stereotype that's being pushed on by so many different women's agendas, that I have to accept the fact that you're fat. I'm sorry, clinically that doesn't make any sense. Scientifically, that doesn't make any sense. There in our country, there's a lot of different things going around these days. In 2015, there are so many people that are vouching for their movements, the millennials movements, and it said on NPR like last week that a lot of millennials don't like to be called millennials. Don't put me in a box, even though you act like it. So I'm putting you in a box. Even though I was born in that generation, I'm not a millennial. All those other people are millennials. Dr. Chuck Stu was on board. I'm the one running this ship, and I'm flying my freak flag. And Dr. Pearl's Houston Book is a man who looks normal, but then you find out he's a lunatic when you personally get to know him. At least they're what the fans have told me. Shit, my phone went off. I owe everyone who's listening to Hornsby. Or a Strongbow, whatever your preference. I'm not buying the Angry Orchard, though. That drink's for bitches. Chuck Stu was here live, and I just don't really believe that say if a woman says, oh, well, we got to like this band because there's a woman who's fat in it, or we got to be all about this person in the Olympics because the person's heavily overweight, or just saying in general, oh, I'm a fat person or I'm overweight. You have to accept me and accept my standards and accept my ideologies, and I'm going to shove it on everybody else. But if you say anything, even using any scientific merit or logic against me, I'm going to get in your face. I'm not going to be your friend, and I will never support you. It's all new fear and hate mongering. So all the fat feminists that are listening to this podcast are going to be picking up their pitchforks that are on fire, and they're going to be throwing their barrels of hay at me like frickin' donkey's ass. You know what, Chuck Stu? This is a podcast or a radio show, whatever it is that you want to call it. And I know what Tank Abbott was saying a lot of different things on his podcast where it seems like the man's a bit sexist. Not saying that completely, just a bit sexist. He won't fight Ronda Rousey because she's a girl. I'm saying anyone who ever has a badge or a belt or anything that's a female that's over the age of 18 and has competed regularly anywhere in the world in MMA can definitely beat the stuffing out of my innards. They can go ahead and twist my head off like I'm some jack-in-the-box fuck. Chuck Stu's not sexist. I'm just all about putting it down the line. 50-50, it's all going to be down the middle. Fat acceptance if you are morbidly obese, woman. And I'm not trying to say this from a sexist point. You're not going to hear it like from Tank Abbott podcast where he's going to beat the living shit out of any woman who tries to step to him. Not saying that. I'm just saying if you're morbidly obese, if you weigh more than 300 pounds and you're pushing your agenda and what you think your rights are, and you're going to put it on me, you're going to put it on the doctor here, you're going to put it on any man or any woman who's going against the feminist movement or the feminazis bullshit, stop. You need to stop. Completely. I'm saying this just from not a biased standpoint, even though a lot of people say, oh, Chuck Stu, that guy, he's, he's a liberal fuck. He's completely, again, he's pro-life and he's not, pro-choice and all that stuff. And he's completely bigoted towards women. Nope, never said that. You cannot put me in that box. Huh. So now I'm a millennial. If you are about fat acceptance, you need to take down your Tumblr page, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, stop, quit doing it, or jump out the window. Or draw markers on the back of your shirt, say no funeral, stick your head in the oven, turn it on. No one's going to listen to you. It's like the feminazi movement. Even though all these women have been in an uproar, it's just a big joke. The whole thing's a big joke. It's like listening to the Rush Limbaugh show. You can't take any facts out of that. It's just a giant joke. I'm also pointing the finger at Bad Mouse Productions. Just because you think you're right, and 50 people are following you. Well, Chuck Stu's got 33 fans. I'm going to be building to the tops of the very rafters of the skyscraper. And then Yoshi Bowser are going to knock me off, and I'm back. Because Lugia's going to put me back with his thing that he fishes with. I would not consider myself a biased person. I wouldn't consider myself a hate-filled person. I'm just venting. I'm telling you, the public, or my Stu, the same thing that the Dr. Pearl's Houston book would be telling all of you. And we're not talking about the thing, about the Illuminati or 511 or all the rooms exploding as the towers fall down. We're not talking about that. That's not on the show today. We're talking about fat shaming. We're talking about Tank Abbott, who happens to be a fat man. He even said on his own show that he's one of those eaters that eat everything. Even though I don't know if he has a diet pill out or some type of machine. He was talking about on a show how he punched a bag a bunch of times in the book. That I actually got that book for Christmas. Bar Brawler. Tank, you have the ability to write, and I think you have the talent. But every chapter started the same, and there was a little too many inconsistencies with you said the same thing like a million times. I'm glad that you wrestled with your dog Adolf and you listened to the Smiths before you went down and beat the shit out of people at bars. Hey, not knocking you on that. I'm going to get my knock blocked off, and Pearl's Houston book is going to use my balls and my dick as a punching bag for saying that I'm a Tank Abbott fan. Hey, Tank, if you're listening to this podcast, I think that I thought that you beat Oleg Taktarov in the finals. I thought you won because if you're putting the oxygen mask over Oleg and you just walk out of the ring like it's nothing, or even saying that you took on Dan Severn in that match, but it was because of a time limit where the match had to be stopped and was awarded by decision. The thing I'm saying, you can never beat Ken Shamrock. That man is the best, bar none. And Corey, if you're listening, who are working with John Malloy at the Right Way Air Conditioning and Heating off a Speedway, and you say Alexander Gustafsson is the best wrestler and the best fighter who has ever laced up a pair of boots, you can go ahead and sit on all your $7,000 worth of video games, and I hope that you can be able to just lube all of them up and shove them all up your ass, because you're a fucking idiot. And I'm saying that's coming from the heart of Chuck Stu. You're also fat, Corey, but I'm not going to shame you on that. No one should shame you. Shouldn't do skinny shaming either. If you're going to be bulimic or whatever, just go get some help for it. Don't shove your agenda down my throat because I said that you're morbidly obese. Any doctor's going to tell you that. You need to go get checked out, and you need someone to tell you. And I think the person who's listening knows who I'm talking about. Go on a diet. You need to go to the gym. You need to get a personal trainer. You need to get a doctor to show the weight that you've been losing. You need to get on a fucking diet. That's what also the Hodge twins said. It's not the fact that you need to have fucking shots shoved up your ass, or you need to take some special miracle pill that's going to fuck up your heart rating. You need to quit fucking eating so much. And that's what Chuck Stu's been doing. I've been eating less and less for the last 3 weeks, and I've been losing weight. And so I'm already at like a pretty healthy weight as it is, but I'm just saying I need to just lose a little bit more, like 20 pounds. But Chuck Stu says, Tank Abbott, you're still the man. I don't like the fact that you're racist. I don't like you said the Viet Cong joke. I'm not liking the fact that you're racist. I'm not liking the fact that you're sexist, but I still think you're the fucking man. Ronda Rousey, you could tie Tank in fucking pretzel knots and pull his fucking head off in 20... Okay, not saying that. In 50 seconds, you could be able to tie that motherfucker up in a pretzel, even though I'm still a big fan. Ronda Rousey, I hope if I have a future daughter that she's going to be just like you, because you're fucking awesome. Fuck anyone who says that women can't fight in the UFC or MMA or anywhere around the world, or Bellator. It doesn't matter to me. You can go ahead, rage in the cage, penis in Uranus. And I'm saying for skinny shaming, stop doing that. Fat shaming, stop doing that. Skinny and fat acceptance, quit fucking doing that, because you know you're on People Magazine, you're on my fucking radar too, from the Chuck Stu Show, or fucking, what is it, Cosmopolitan, you know, those magazines, OK, GQ, whatever it is, that are fucking shoving their agenda down all of our throats, saying if you don't look this skinny, if you don't weigh fucking 80 pounds, then you can go ahead and fuck yourself. Well, Chuck Stu is saying, fuck you. Who do you think you are? We'll be right back. Hi, once again. I didn't see you there. Chuck Stu here from the Chuck Stu Show. And I just want to tell you something really quick to reiterate what I said on the last show. American Red Cross and that woman Gummer, or whatever her name is, you all are going straight to hell. All of you and anyone who ever has any type of organization where you're pondering and you're exploiting these people, these poor people, like the Cancer Fund, Research Society, all you people are going straight to hell.
For my final thought, we actually had I was talking about the after hours is fat acceptance, fat shaming, skinny shaming, skinny fashion acceptance, you know, being basically the whole thing that we're talking about here is fat acceptance, and I already covered that for that part. But I want to get the opinion of Dr. Pearl's Houston Book of what he thinks of a woman who is morbidly obese and says, I'm supporting this woman in this band or this senator or this person on TV, this actor or whatever. And if you don't like the fact that she's morbidly obese or he's morbidly obese, then fuck you. So what do you think about that?
Well, you know what, here's the thing. You know, I support all races, all kinds of people. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not racist in any way. However, I can't condone, as a physician, I can't condone irresponsible health behavior. And I have to tell you, you know, the thing is that if you're overweight, it is putting a great deal of strain on your body. You know, your organs have to work harder. Your bones are creaking more. You basically have that weight is just a death wish for you. heart's beating faster. All this shit is happening that your body's working harder for. You know, your body's not meant to have a certain amount of weight on you. So the thing is that that's great. You like overweight women, cool. But if you're not actively trying to, fix yourself, if you just say, I'm fat, that's just how it is, I'm going to deal with it, you better deal with it too. It's not true. You have the option to not be fat by living a healthy life, eating right choices, exercising, that kind of thing. You don't have to just say I'm done. Just saying I'm done, I'm fat is laziness. Doing that shit is just laziness. And so, as a physician, I cannot support this. And it enrages me when someone is just going so much about fat shame, like they just hate on fat shaming. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but here's the thing: people that are overweight, they should be doing more to help themselves. Like, they shouldn't be just saying, I'm fat, that's just how it is. You need to do shit. You need to do stuff to figure it out and fix yourself, because you're just gonna die of diabetes soon. You're gonna die of diabetes, and you're just gonna die. You're gonna die of diabetes, heart failure, all these conditions that are caused by obesity. So, get off your ass. Work out, eat right, stop being a fuck. All right? Sorry. That's how it is.
And I'm very upset right now. I don't want to listen to Shannon and the Clams anymore.
What the fuck is that, Chuck? Put that shit away. No, Chuck.
No, this might hurt somebody.
Put that shit away.
That might hurt somebody.
Chuck, what the fuck are you doing?
Stop shoving your agenda down my throat.
What the fuck, man?
Stop shoving your fat acceptance.
Chuck, don't point that shit at me. Chuck! No! Chuck! No! No! Chuck!